Hi guys, today in this video we are going to look into email etiquette. So we all know how important the email is for an official purpose. So there are certain things which we have to look into before we respond to the email. What we are going to understand in this, I'll give you certain tips which can be used for your official emails. Firstly, the subject line. So your subject line should be very clear and informative to let us know what is that mail you're drafting about. And the secondly, it is a greetings. You'll have to greet the person to whom you're sending the mail, like dear or hello. With respect to their name, we'll have to add up and send it across. And we also have to be very courteous and professional. So throughout the mail, we have to be very polite and respectful, and we should avoid using any kind of slangs or short forms or abbreviations or any informal languages when you're sending an official mail. Fourth, if you see, keep it concise. You should be very clear about for what purpose you're sending the mail, and it should be not a lengthy paragraphs or something. So it has to be very clear and specific for what you have been dropping a mail. The next one is using the caps. Using caps is a kind of shouting, so that should be avoided in the mail. In case if you would like to emphasize something so that the recipient could address back to you, then in that case, please use bold and italics. And proofreading before sending the mails. Always check if there's any grammar or spelling mistake before you can send the mail to the recipient. And you'll always have to include your contact information like your contact number and your resignation, so that the recipient is aware of your information, and they also reaches you in case if he needs any further information. And always use the professional salutations and closings like best regards, sincerely, thank you. You should be very cautious when you're using your humor and emoticons in the professional mails. It is preferable not to use it, but in case if you're using it, please check on what situation that can be done. And avoid using the reply all mail for unnecessary emails. Sometimes what happens is there might be a mail which has been initiated to you where you'll have many other people included in that mails, but when you're replying back, if it is not necessary for all of them to know that, like noted or something which you want to respond, please avoid using it and use it only in case if you have some information to be passed back to all of them and which all of them should know. And be mindful of the attachments. Always double check the attachment which you're adding up to the email, so that you don't end up sending a wrong file to the person. And always allow a reasonable time for the recipient to respond back to your mail. In case if that mail is urgent, mention it over the mail stating that it is an urgent, so that the recipient could revert back to you at the earliest. Please use BCC, that is blind carbon copy, in case if you don't want the other person to know who are the recipients of this mail. So this is used when in case if there's multiple recipients who don't know each other, like in case if you want to issue a tender and where you want the different kind of vendors to participate in it. So that time people would tend to use this. Or in case if you want to send certain mail to a certain group of employee in your office, and it should not know who's been intimated and who's not been intimated, then you can use this. And keep the professional and personal mail ID separate. Always use your professional mail ID for any professional works. Do not include your personal mail ID into your official works. And use the out of office autoresponder. This is one of the important thing you'll have to know, and you'll have to do it before you take any leave, especially in case if you're taking a long leave. In your autoresponder mail, you should also ensure that you provide another person contact details, so that the sender is reachable to that person in your absence in case if they want any immediate actions to be taken. So I hope these steps were helpful for you.